All right, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. We're off to an earlier start than normal because Ezra Denny is not streaming tonight, and we have a very early start tomorrow because of the softball tournament. So my oldest kiddo is playing in. They won districts in softball, and so they're playing now in the state tournament. And game one was today. They lost in extra innings. And so they play tomorrow morning, bright and early, and it's about an hour away. So this gives me a chance to get to bed a little bit earlier for that. So thanks for Flying W for being flexible. Appreciate that. Yeah, PTCS. I was barely able to pay attention because I was watching the game uh, and it was a good game too. So I try to focus on I try to be better at being present these days, and especially like today's game was so exciting. I think I checked a little bit when we stopped for some food after the game, and it looks like I had at least a couple teams make it to round four, which I consider a deep run because I'm not a big PTCS. I qualify for lots of PTCSs. I don't do well in the PTCSs, but we're gonna check that out. That's actually what we're gonna do first. We're gonna check that out, um, especially when the PTCS drops start. I try to make sure because I don't stream during PTCS that I try to have at least some sort of PTCS recap because I'm able to give special drops on PTCS days when they start those again, which hopefully will be the next PTCS. So I like to make sure I start with some PTCS content, even though we don't have the special drops today. It's still part of like my PTCS routine. So this is a updated kind of version of this is the tracker that I use for PTCS qualifying. Right, for PTCS 4, this is week 1. Green means I'm qualifying position. Uh, the yellow means I'm in the top 200 but out of qualifying position, and red means I'm out of the top 200. So you can see here how it kind of evolved. We eventually got into all the traditionals, got into all the dailies. Lost a lot of momentum in live at the end. I think this is a lot of people just like um, spamming live tournaments towards the end there, and I just got bumped out just barely. This and so but that's the matrix we'll be using. I took a version of that, and we're gonna update this here with the results. So, um, and then Find W is gonna play lowball creator roster tonight. Always a lot of fun. He's come up now with a couple of very fun approaches. Not just one. Find W now has two established fun ways to play lowball. Oh, you did horrible in live too and got bumped out. Yeah, I don't even know it's that. I mean, I don't know your case specifically, Amber, but in my case, I don't think I did that badly. I just think a lot of people were crushing live at the end trying to qualify, and I just couldn't keep up. Um, I might have also had a bit of a drop off too. But yeah, let's hit some bombs and destroy some bullpens. 40 stream streak from Flying Doobie. Thank you uh, for the consistent presence here, Flying Doobie. Okay, so let's open the game, and this account was in 3 PTCSs, so this is a good one to use. So we'll go to your tournaments, PTS. Okay, so this account did not do well, but it'll give us access to all these 3 tournaments. So Iron looks like we made it to round 2, and we got knocked out on round 1 of Daily PD. So I wonder if I can tell from the tree. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So here's my other alt right next door. Oh, that's a bummer. We were one win away from all franchise time machine round 3. we won in 9 and then we lost in 9. All right. So let's update that. Okay. So for this one, it was Franchise in iron. We won. So round 2 exit. We won 5-2, and then we lost 4-5. In a round 2 exit, I use a slightly brighter shade of red. The dark red is for a round 1 exit. Okay. Studs and duds. This was a round 3 exit. 5-0 sweep in the first round. 5-4 win in the second round. And then a 1-5 loss in the third round. So this gets the lighter shade of red. And to me, a deep run is 4th round or better. So I shift to shades of green in the 4th round. Or I think maybe I use the yellow for 4th round. That's kind of like the cusp of a long run to me. Okay, let's find, what are we looking for? Hooked on Streamer Phonics. Here we go. Round 1 loss, 1-5. So this is going to get the dark red. There you go. Alright, so that's iron. Now let's check. This team was also in PD Daily. So we can check that. Or, yeah. Or maybe we do live. Well, PD Daily's next, so let's just do PD Daily. We had 3 teams in this one, too. So we lost 2-5 in round 1. And then let's look at the tree for the others. Now, on a normal session, we would look at all the winners too, but since we're trying to get Flying WB set up here and I'm trying to get to bed early, we're going to kind of fly through this. This is the Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 team. This used to be the Llamas. They lost 2-5 in round 1. So 2-5 losses in round 1 in PT Live, which is too bad. I actually thought I built some decent rosters for PT Live, and you know, I don't have the card disadvantage I do in traditional, where I don't have the variance. So I thought I had a better chance here, but apparently not. Okay. The other team we're looking for is the main account, so I'm looking for that. There it is. Oh, look at that. We made it to round 3. Nice. And we lost to 9. Oh, okay. We're going to take a look at that and see how that played out. Round 3. Pretty deep run there. I like that. We won 5-1. We won 5-1 again. And then we lost 4-5. That's tough. That's tough. Pretty happy with that run, though. Let's take a look and see how that last series played out. So lost 1, tied at 1-1, went down 1-2, tied at 2-2. Ooh, went down 2-4. Then won 2 in a row to tie it up, but then couldn't complete the comeback. And we got beat pretty convincingly to 110, so it's not like it was a heartbreaker at the end. So GG's to who's top? Tokyo Trailblazers. Good games. Okay, so that's what Draft Daily looked like. 2 round 1 exits and a round 3 exit. right, let's take a look at this account also played live. So let's take a look at live. I wonder how Ezra Denny did. Ezra was at a board game convention today, but I know he was in at least one. I think he was in gold and maybe live. Let's see. Live. Oh, wait, no, I looked at live. Oh, no, that was PD Daily. Okay, this is live. Okay. All right, live, we made it to round 2 with this account. We won 5-4, and then we lost 3-5. I do think once you, even if you win 5-4, it is really hard to win the next series because your team has just played 9 games in a row. It's not even like in a regular perfect team tournament where you lose a best of 7 and then have to play right away. This is 9 games in a row, and then you have to play again. I just think it's hard to, bounce back is probably the wrong word because you won the series, but I think it's hard to follow a 9-game series with another win, especially if the other team didn't play 9, and to build a long run off of that. But let's see how my other live squads did. We'll just start at the top and see if we find. Oh, there. Oh, look at this. Okay. Well, we lost to a team that made it to the finals, so no shame there. We lost in round 3 to a team that made the finals. So that's the main account. Another round 3 finish for the main account. That's awesome. 5-2 win. And then a 5-4 win. And again, so hard to follow up those 5-4 wins. So we lose 3-5 in round 3. But again, pretty happy with these round 3 finishes. Okay, and then the other team was the Usger Illusion 1 and 2. Jerry Usger. There it is. So we made it to round 2. So at least it wasn't a round 1 exit, but not a very deep one. Round 2, 5-3, and then lost 3-5. No round 1 exits in live, though, so that's good. I did feel like I put together some decent rosters there, so. And then we'll have to change accounts here real quick. So here's the update there. The lightest red is round 3, so a few round 3 finishes, which is nice. A couple of extra cards, that's nice. All right, so let's one of the bronzes. So let's do Low Diamond Phillips for that one. And if anyone in chat has a team that made a deep run in any of these tournaments I'm checking, let me know, and we'll look for you in the tournament tree. But let me get into this bronze account, and then we'll look at the tournaments there. I kind of wish you could see, especially for an event like PTCS, like you could see all the tournaments instead of having to log into different accounts to see different tournaments. But I'm sure there are reasons why you can't do that, but it would be nice to be able to see it. Okay, PTCS bronze to 9th to 16th place. That's a pretty good run. What is that, round 4? That's my definition of when the long run starts. So there we go, bronze. Yeah, round 4, we did lose 3-5, but we made a pretty good run there. Again, 5-0, 5-0. You hit that 5-4, and it is really hard to follow up that next round. It's just a tough slog. Okay, so this is bronze. This is low diamond Phillips. Round 4. Make sure I get this right. Round 4. 5-0, 5-0, 5-4, and then 3-5. So it looks like every time I've gone 9 games, I've lost the next series. And I lost the next series 3-5 every time. That's yeah, just hard to oops. Just hard to follow that up with a. So what color should I use for the? I think maybe. We'll do the yellow for the transition to green. Okay, so that's a pretty good run. Let's see how my other bronze team did. That would be Georgia Tech on my mind, so I'll be looking for the. Oh, there's Lap got knocked out in round 1. That's unfortunate. Oh, look at this. We made it to round 3, so bronze. A third place, round 3 into round 4 in bronze. Nice. Awesome. So that's another 5-0 win in bronze in round 1. I don't know. I don't know if any of those are gym unknowns, but 5-3 and then 3-5. So bronze. Bronze is actually my hardest qualifying category this cycle. And we've actually probably done the best so far in bronze. Alright, and then let's look for silver. So that's what the bronze looks like. Let me log. I guess we'll log into the main. All right. Let's see. Silver. PTCS. Oh, round 1 exit for this account. That's actually not too bad though. So let's see. 6, 9, 12. Oh, 14 PTCSs. I only had 4 round 1 exits today so far. We have one more to look at, but so far only 4. That's actually not too bad. Right, when you think about if there were coin flip tournaments, I should have 7 round 1 exits. So I did significantly better than that, which is good to see. Alright, so round 1, 2 to 5. And then used your illusion 1 and 2. How did they do? Oh, look at this. A round 4. Another round 4. All right, that's awesome. Ah, that's really cool. Let's see. 5-3 in the first round. 5-2 in the second round. 5-3 in the third round. And then 1-5 in the fourth round. Okay, that's really cool. It's a little, I guess, pessimistic to call this. If I say a long run starts at round 4, let's give it a shade of green. Yeah. And even round 3, let's give that the the orange treatment here. Yeah, so I think I counted 14. Nope, 13. So of the 13, I only had 4 round 1 exits. If there were coin flips, right, it should be 6.5 is the expected value. So I had fewer round 1 exits than expected. Open Champ had some depth, won 4 rounds, 5-4. Yeah, that. I mean, winning one isn't the thing; it's winning the ones after. So if those were in a row, that's amazing. Um, and then, so that means we had 9 teams make it to round 2. So the expected value would be 4.5 advance, and we had 6 teams advance. So that's great. Then round 3 we had 6 teams in it, and then only 2 teams in it. So round 3 was really kind of where things fell off big time. And then of course we got lost both round 4 games, but pretty good showing. I think by far my best not getting knocked out in round 1 performance, and I think by far my best getting teams to round 3 performance. So, and of course the two are related, right? The more teams I can get past round 1, then of course the better chance I have to get to round 3. But this was great for me. This is a really successful PTCS. I'm sure some people are like, well, if I don't win or make it to the final, it's not a good PTCS. But for me, like making round 4 with multiple accounts and making round 3 with 6 teams, that's to me that's an awesome PTCS. So pretty good time. And to think it all happened while I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I should not pay attention more often. Maybe I should just let PTCS ride and not pay attention more. And of course, there was zero micromanaging because I wasn't even watching the PTCS. So this is all just like the setting the sliders and strategies and hoping for the best with the RNG and the CPU. So worked out all right. All right, let's get set up for tonight's lowball creator roster run. Find a V in case you've been doing other stuff while you patiently waited for me, which I appreciate. We're going to start getting ready for your run here. And let me make sure I got this right. I think I saw that you're doing the same run. Oh, you know what? Okay, I thought you were doing the center, but I guess I misunderstood your message. You did send in a new. It sounds like you sent in a new file. So let me do that. I thought I was just copying over an old one, but I think I read that wrong. Oh, you did not send a new file. Okay. So I was going to copy over your last one, but I think you said no catchers in the legend round. Oh, that was for studs and duds. Oh, I see. Okay. So low ball, same roster, same team. Okay. All right. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, yeah, sorry. I misread your message. So thank you for that. So okay. So I did set it up properly. Let me just make sure the color code is updated. Let me check the leaderboard real quick. Low ball. Oh yeah, I do need to update. So here, we'll do it live. Leaderboards. No. Creator rosters. There we go. Okay. So in run number 12, Find a V did set a new record. So that now becomes the green run of first place. No, sorry. Yes, that becomes the green run of first place. Run number 10 becomes the orange run of second place. And run number 11 just becomes a regular run. Yeah, I think that's right. So both the lowest and second lowest win totals have come with all batters at the legend level. Right, so this is correct. The blue. Same team. All right, let's do it then. I think this is a good, easy one to do. I will get the, let me get the pack giveaway form in the chat, and then we'll set up the run, and then we'll go to the voice channel. We will just use the most recent Flying WV. Oh yeah, because that one will also contain the question about how many position players end up pitching, which is now my favorite question. And it's in the right spot. Being the last question, of course, is the most valuable question, because if there is a tie, the final tiebreak is who got the most recent question right, and so that puts that question in kind of the most important spot. Okay, so here we go. This is pack giveaway form. So this is 735, run number 13. (46-win and 45-win seasons). And look, Flying W did say, like, he was concerned about, like, this getting stale, right? Because it's the same approach now a few times ago. I told him I don't worry about that at all. I think this is a super fun sim every time we do it. It's very entertaining to me. There's still a lot of RNG in the player creation and the season, and Flying W still has to make the right decisions when picking players. Just because he has this approach that's working does not mean it automatically works. Like, he has to execute in the player selection, and he's been executing very well. So I don't feel like it's gonna get stale, at least not yet. If other folks feel differently, like, you can feel free to let me know. But I think these are super fun runs. So the low ball record for fewest wins is now 45. Set recently by Flying W. Flying W also has the second fewest wins with 46. All right, I think everything else is the same, so we can go ahead and publish that. Oh wait, let me make sure we have the right final question. I'm pretty sure we do. How many regular season games will be pitched by position players? Yes. Alright, so we're good to go there. Yeah, Adam Zero, we do a pack giveaway every night on this stream. It's usually guessing the outcome of the sim. It's 7 packs for first place, 3 packs for second place. If you haven't done it before, the form is a little bit long, but it's because our tiebreak is very fun and entertaining. And so hopefully, if you fill one out, you'll find that it's worthwhile. You do not have to be present to win, because I know I stream late. So if you have to take off, don't worry. You can submit and still win your packs. All right, find me. Let me get the sim set up, and then we'll bring you into the voice channel. Let's see. Let's switch back over from. I tried to reopen OTP and I realized I already had it open. I just moved it to a different spot for the PTCS review. So yeah, two fourth place finishes. Two, not fourth place. I wish fourth place. Two round 4 finishes tonight. So that was pretty good. All right, we're going to create a new game. We use our quick start. We're up to quick start number 3 after some various edits and tweaks. So this is low ball 27, flying WV, run number 13. And this will be the Astros. Another reason this won't get stale for me for a while, I will never get tired of watching the Astros get destroyed. I think that's fun. Flying WV, American, commissioner mode cannot be fired. All right, let's update the mailbox settings. This is just to help me with the postseason awards and pack giveaway, and also during the sim too. It helps me with player of the month awards and stuff. And then the manager options also don't import with a quick start, so we need to minimize interruptions here, and then we're going to delete out the roster. Now the other teams get to keep their reserve roster, but I've prevented them from making roster moves. And roster moves shouldn't be necessary because there are no injuries or suspensions, so everyone should finish with the 26 players that they start the season with. All right, so with that, I think we can bring Flying WV into the chat. I saw he was in the voice channel earlier, so let me go ahead and bring him in. All right, Flying WV, you should be in the voice chat now.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay.
How is if someone in the chat could talk about Flying WV's volume relative to mine? Do I need to bump him up a little bit, or can you hear both of us about the same? I know I am very low in the volume, but I'm maxed out as much as I can. But if I just want to make sure you can all hear Flying WV too. I think I heard you in my from my alt pretty well, but it's hard for me to judge the relative volume on that. So I think it's just trying to optimize your selections, Flying WV at this point, your player selections.
Pretty much. I just need to determine the right player choices now.
Yeah. Okay. I think studs and duds too. I feel like you've gotten a good approach now, but now you know not to take those low stuff pitchers in
Right.
studs and duds. They don't have the fielding support. I think to support that low stuff, high HRA, high control that works so well in Creator roster. So I'm
Which,
looking forward to your next studs and duds too.
which on the flip side, in low ball, I might target high control, high HRA, low stuff
Oh
pitchers.
yeah, they'll have terrible fielding behind them. That's true. All right. Yeah. So let's pull this up here. This is what we'll be picking. I'll be coming back to this between rounds. Yeah, so we'll do legend and star, then we'll pop back over. But we're going to do 2 catchers at legend and then third base and first base. And this picking in pairs, this is I think Barry Basher pioneered this, where it
Yes.
prevents you from wasting a low ball pick basically. Because if they're both at the same level, then you're not wasting like an average level pick that's never going to play because you have a good level at the same position. I think it was a really good early innovation in low ball.
Yes.
All right, so let's do this. 2 catchers at legend level. So manager pull down, GM manager action, assign a free agent. Actions pull down to create fictional players. And we'll start with legend. We always do average age, and then we do legend level for this round. 5 catchers. And you do get 1 reroll. Everyone gets 1 reroll per game.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. Well, I know my pick. It's David Orr.
Yeah. Is there? Oh, we have some cake we need to see, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so
Todd
David
Nelson.
Orr is the catcher.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah.
Todd Nelson, 50 outfield range, 60 outfield arm. Is the cake a lie?
Yes.
It is a lie. For catchers, I think it's almost always a lie.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's pretty
Yeah.
likely.
Mike Peters is 50-50. That's kind of a long shot. It is a lie. And now we'll see your guy here in a second. David Orr. It is a lie. Yeah. High BABIP, high power, high eye guy here. You might ask yourself, why is he picking such a good bat for low ball? But you will see. You will see the wisdom in Flying WV's selections here. I have to admit, the first time you started doing this, I did not think it was going to work. I was like, these bats are too good, all this power, but...
Yeah.
Alright, another catcher incoming, legend level.
Okay.
Alright. Your typical profiles are not here in this batch.
They are not. But I guess I'm going to go with Pablo Lozano.
Okay. Yeah, you get the super high BABIP, but you do get the lowest avoid K here.
Yeah. We'll see if that profile works for my approach.
Yeah. I mean, it might not even start this guy, right? Because the other guy is so good. Holy cow, his nickname is Crime Spree? Okay, I've got to look that up in BREF. I've got BREF handy here. Is Crime Spree... No, the only crime is Crime Dog, which of course is Fred McGriff. There is no Crime Spree in the database. Z Grizzly, thank you for the 115 stream streak. Alright, so let's get Crime Spree added to your amazing nickname.
Yeah.
I also sent Ophi the screenshot of all the winners from today's PTCSs because one of the teams that won was Taiwan #1.
Yes, I saw that.
So yes, I thought she might enjoy seeing that.
Yes.
I asked her if she's been secretly qualifying for and winning PTCS without telling us.
Right.
Okay. So now we go to star level, and I think you had third base first, right? Yeah, third base is first.
Third base is first.
So we're going to create legend level. No, sorry, star level third baseman. You know what could be interesting is studs and duds low ball.
Right?
Alright, star level third baseman, 5 of these. I don't feel like we're getting the obvious Flying WV choices tonight.
Nah, but we'll go with Mike Martinez.
Alright, Martinez is the guy. There is a 50 outfield range, 60 outfield arm guy here.
Mm-hmm.
The cake is a lie. He does play all 3 infield spots. There's another 50 outfield range, 60 outfield arm guy. The cake is a lie. And then there's a 55-55 guy, which should actually still be a pretty good outfielder. And the cake is a lie.
Cake is a lie.
This feels like a more normal cake is a lie night so far, Flying WV.
Yes.
There was that one night where it was not a lie so many times I couldn't believe it.
Right?
Well, your guy actually for a third baseman has a lot of flexibility.
Uh-huh.
He plays all three infield spots, so that's nice.
Second and short. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the first star level player. Potato is his nickname. Okay, who is that? Potato. Oh, Camilo Pascual. Which, potato means little potato. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's get him added to the squad. Okay, so this is your first third baseman. So keep that in mind as we get your second third baseman. In case you want to consider the pairing when you make your choice. Oh, I think I see your guy.
Lee Ramos.
Yeah. Swaggy V.
Swaggy V.
That's Mets legend Mark Vientos. Swaggy V.
Oh, nice. He may be playing second base poorly.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't notice that. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next we have two first basemen.
Mm-hmm.
Again, people might wonder, this is lowball. Why is he taking his first baseman so high, where there's going to be a lot of power? You might wonder that, but just watch. Okay.
Okay. Well.
Again, not ideal flying WB choices here.
No, but we're going with Joey Earp. Well, hang on a second. Maybe
okay.
not. Hang on.
Yeah, no problem.
Hang on a second. Let's see. Yeah, Joey Earp. Joey Earp. Yeah, Joey Earp.
Okay.
They all have the same BABIP. He's got the lowest avoid K. So.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I wanted to go with the low I guy, he's got huge.
I think they've been consistent with your approach. It's just they haven't been great picks for you. I think.
Right. I prefer a few more strikeouts if possible.
Yeah. Okay, so keep in mind this guy, left-handed hitting first baseman, Joey Earps.
Yes.
Or Joey Earp, singular. While we now head to your next first baseman and last star level pick.
Hopefully this guy fits my profile more and they'll start him.
Yeah. Pretty close to your ideal, right? Just a little high in the avoid K, but
a little high in the avoid K, but we're going with Brad Doherty.
Former Cleveland Cavaliers center, Brad Doherty, now in his second career as a baseball player.
Yep.
Baby Giraffe, that's Brandon Crawford, right? I think
so.
I think I might have forgotten to hit enter for some of these renames. Let me take a quick peek here. Oh, no, I did it right. No, what do you know?
Nice.
Sometimes I get it right, Flying W. Sometimes I actually get it right. All right, let's go to the good level. We've got two left fielders, two right fielders, and a second baseman. I like that all the corner outfielders are together now.
Yes.
All right, left fielder. Because they're essentially interchangeable.
Right.
Very rarely is a corner outfielder not given the other corner.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. 5 of these. Again, not your ideal batch, I think.
No, not my ideal bat. It's Jason Lazier.
Okay, Jason Lazier. And is this because you're saving your rerolls for the pitchers?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And the low defense will help.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, this is the first good level pick.
Yeah, I'm trying to save the reroll for that one
The bench level
non.
starting pitcher.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The non-scrub starting pitcher. Right.
Yeah. Non-scrub, we prefer bench, sir. And then another left fielder incoming. Good level.
Fill out a form, Bronson.
Hey, Bronson Johnson. Yeah, I did my PTS recap. I had no idea how I did because I was at my kid's softball tournament. Let me do this so you can see your picks there. So I had no idea until I did the recap. I had 2 teams make it to round 4, which makes me very happy. So, how was your PTCS, Bronson Johnson? And if you want to fill out a pack giveaway form while you're here, it's pinned to the chat.
Chad Cups.
Chad Cups. Yep, this is your cookie cutter flying WV guy, right?
Yes, that is my typical guy.
Yeah.
His defense is a little higher than I would like, but it's also
true.
left field.
That's true.
So it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
I wish that the 5th guy's defense was mixed with the 1st guy's bat.
Okay, 2 left fielders. Now we go to 2 right fielders. Oh, Bronson Johnson made a round 4 as well. Congratulations. I consider that like the start of a long run to me starts at round 4. So you and I had some long runs today, which is nice. All right, next up are your 2 right fielders. Average age. Good level. 5 of these. Oh, I can see your guy already.
Yeah, Danny Boykin.
The defense is too good, but...
Right.
Danny Boykin. Fun name to say. Boykin.
I might win a gold glove, unfortunately. But...
A diamond round 3 and a gold round 4. Congratulations. Those are 2 very good runs. Congratulations to Bronson Johnson. All right, that was your first right fielder. Here's your other right fielder incoming. Five of these. Ooh, none of these guys look like your style.
Okay, well, when all else fails, go with Ben Dubinsky.
Okay. I guess he's not too far off. The defense is bad. It's just that the avoid K is kind of high. But
yeah, the avoid K is a little high.
Otherwise, he does look like one of your guys.
Otherwise, yeah.
Ben Dubinsky. Okay, that's it for your corner outfielders. And then the last pick here is a second baseman at good level. And I believe you're only second baseman, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, the computer is just not cooperating with you tonight.
Right? You know what? Slightly off plan. Let's go with Salah Alami.
Is this a joke name? Salami? Salah Alami?
Salami.
Is this salami?
Right.
That's funny. It does almost seem like a joke name for salami. Salami. I'm going to screenshot this. I'm suspicious of this joke name.
Yes.
Salami.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Is this so sorry? And look at this. The cake was not alive. What were his outfield ratings? Okay, I never would even thought to look if the cake was alive. 35 range, 60 arm.
And go figure he plays outfield.
Yeah, but he plays outfield. Look at that. You know his nickname is going to be Salami, right? There's no way.
Right.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
All right. Next level down, average level. 6 picks, 2 center fielders, 2 shortstops, and then here we go with the pitchers, 2 average level relief pitchers. Bronson said, I think on one of the streams they had mentioned your GNR team and they were confused by your team name. Well, when you hear the way they say Jerry Usger, I I automatically thought like Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. So it's like when I first heard Low Diamond, I kept thinking Low Diamond Phillips. So to me, like those just sound automatic to me. Let's see. Was it shortstop, center field first, or shortstop first? It's center field first.
Center field first, yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but I like to stay strictly. Well, it might matter for reroll, so I like to stay strictly to the form. So, average level center fielders, 5 of these. The logo was a total giveaway? Yeah.
Brent Myers.
You didn't even need to see the whole thing. You already chose.
Yeah, I can tell.
Brent Myers. Amazing blind, semi-blind pick, Brent Myers.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's great. Okay, this is the first average guy. It's funny because like in most lowball, the higher picks are kind of a slog because like we just got to get through them to get to the juicy lowball picks. But
right.
like on yours, the high picks and the low picks are both entertaining. So
right.
All right, next up is another center fielder. Because it's like we're playing regular Creator Roster at the top and then lowball at the bottom.
At the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, Bronson Johnson. I've been listening to this podcast where they, it's called Bandsplain, where they talk to like someone who can explain why a certain band, like a lot of times it's a cult band, but other times it's like a pretty famous band. But they'll talk about like what makes them so compelling, and so they did a Guns N' Roses episode, and it made me go back and listen to a bunch of their stuff, and I forgot how good some of their albums were.
Carlos Mendez.
Carlos Mendez. Oh, this is a different kind of profile for you.
It is.
All right. You went with a low defense, though.
I did.
Yeah, okay. Oh, should we look at 45 into range, 40 turn double play?
That might.
I don't think we would normally consider that a cake, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Not. Yeah, cake's a lie. Yeah.
You know, even when you're not here, we talk about that all the time. So you're being invoked in the stream all the time now. All right, now we go to the shortstops. So Bronson Johnson, if you're still here, was the thing that they didn't know how to pronounce the team name or like why it was Used Your Illusion 1 and 2? I guess if you don't know how Jerry Usger's last name is pronounced, it would not make sense.
Josue Cortez.
Okay, yeah, Josue Cortez. The game does not want to give you your profile tonight.
It does not.
It is really trying to avoid giving you your favorite profile.
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't understand how to maybe like okay. That makes sense, I think. If you don't know how Jerry Usger's name is pronounced, then I could see it being completely confusing.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to hit as many bombs as I want, but oh well.
I must have been playing them then if they were talking about that team. Otherwise, I don't think there's any particular reason to notice that team. Let me make sure. Was that our second or first shortstop?
First, I think.
First, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. All right, shortstop. Average age. Average
Last hitter.
level. Yeah, that's right. Last hitter. Let me move on to the bullpen.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go. There's a
Oh,
nice, juicy flying
nice.
WV choice.
Yep, give me Dave Fodor,
Yeah.
and hope they
He
start
doesn't
that
even
guy.
have the eye. He does. He just has the power, not even the eye.
Right?
Okay, these are shortstops. There is a 55 outfield range, 60 outfield arm player here. He does play left field, flying W. The cake is not a lie this time.
The kid's still alive. Yeah.
Finally, like on the 10th time, it's not a lie. Plays a little first base. I don't know if that throws off your plan at all.
Nope. I have two first basemen
Oh yeah,
anyway,
because
so
this is your lowest bat at the average level. That's right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go with the pitchers.
Yeah. The fun begins.
All right, relief pitcher, average age, average level. Yeah, Bronson does. If you listen to those albums, you definitely would notice that image, I would think. For people who listen to those albums, I think they would definitely notice that. Especially because those albums were popular before streaming, so you would actually sit and look at the album art, right, while you're listening to the music.
We'll go with Joe Sear.
Joe Sear, okay. Yeah, like kind of the flattest profile, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Lowest stamina.
Yes.
And I think the only pitcher we need to label is the bench starting pitcher, right? So he doesn't get lumped in with the
Yes.
relief pitchers.
That's the only one. Yes.
Yeah,
Otherwise, they're level designated.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, another relief pitcher, average age, average level. 5 of these. Ooh, not a good low ball batch here.
No, not really. Jerry Suarez.
Jerry Suarez. Okay. Yep. Probably the flattest profile and the second lowest stamina. So not bad, not bad. All right. Let me show the roster file again as we now head down to the bench level. At the bench level, you've got was it 4 relief pitchers and a starting pitcher? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 relief pitchers and a starting pitcher.
Yes.
The lone, as you said earlier, non scrub.
Yeah, the lone non
The lone
starter.
non scrub starting pitcher will be at the end of this round.
Yeah.
Now, have you thought about moving that one to the beginning of the round? So if you don't use the reroll, you can still use it for other bench level pitchers, or do you like having it last?
I think I like having it last.
Okay.
Because I would still rather use it on a starter, so if I have to, I could use it on one of the scrub starters.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. Bench level relief pitcher 5.
Yes.
Oh, I think I see your guy.
Corey Nevius.
Yeah. Were you at all tempted by 25 HRA or no?
No, he's way too much stamina.
Okay. Okay. And he's a lefty. So this is the first bench. All right. Pretty good start to the bench level, I think.
Yes. see. Uh, Manuel Barboza.
Okay. Yeah, I think the 35 stuff is better than the 50 stuff guy.
Yeah.
All right, that's 2 of 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Juzing Gong.
Yep. Taipei, another Taipei player.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last bench level relief. Last relief pitcher period, right? Incoming.
I think so.
Yeah. 5 of these. Bronson Johnson says Astros might be tough in the AL West to be the worst team with OOTP settings. I mean, the ball. You do take the Astros partly for the ballpark factor too, right?
Yes. Randy Chauvin.
Okay. Yeah, by far the lowest stamina. If you're playing regular creator roster, what do you think of Fernando Magellan?
He's a steal at this level, I think.
Even with a 20 control?
I think so. That
Yeah.
60 stuff.
It's hard to find 60 stuff at this level.
Yeah.
You would
That
like
60
it
stuff.
better than the 15 more control but 10 less stuff than Eric Doolin? I guess 60 stuff is special. Like, there's something about getting that far above 50, I think.
Right. I think it passes a threshold. Yeah.
Yeah, I might agree with that. Little Louis Chauvin. Okay, now I believe that's the last non-starting pitcher, but let's take a quick check here.
Yeah. There should be 5 spots left.
Yep, and everyone's labeled, so we're good to go. Last bench level pick, starting pitcher.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
And 5W's getting his reroll ready just in case.
Right.
Now you do have 450 stamina, so it could be worse.
I'm torn here. I'm not going to re-roll because I may not find a better pitcher than Ramon Castro.
Yeah, he's pretty good low ball guy here. Even though 50 is not your ideal stamina, this is a really good low ball profile. So
yeah, yes,
you may get a scrub that's better than him. I mean, you won't pick the scrub, but you might get a scrub pop up that's better than this guy. Actually,
better than him. Right? Yeah, he's a very benign bench starter.
Yeah, even with the 50 stamina. All right, bench SP. That way we won't get any problem with the computer taking him out. All right, now we go to scrub level. It is going to be starting pitchers the rest of the way. The rest of the rotation gets created here.
Yes.
All right.
Hopefully this is where the magic happens.
Starting, and you still have your reroll.
I do still have my reroll.
Yeah. Average age, scrub level, bring him in.
Yep.
Well, now this is tricky because the lowest stamina guy is probably the best pitcher on the board.
He probably is. That's a good point. You know what? Give me Ben Woodcock.
Ben Woodcock. Flight of you just wanted to say that last name on stream.
Right?
How might have to screenshot this to show Ophi later. All right, Ben Woodcock. Yeah, and 50 stamina is not super high.
Right, it still fits my profile.
Yeah, it's still pretty low, and he's a bad pitcher, so.
He's a terrible pitcher. He's
I
actually.
mean, fundamentally, that's got to still be important, right? Like how bad they are.
Right. They're still going to wear out.
Yeah. All right. Let's get another bench level starting pitcher or scrub level. Sorry. Did I mark that last guy as scrub? Or, because I just said bench and now I worry.
I think you marked him bench.
Oh no, scrub.
Oh, you meant scrub? Okay. Yeah.
All right. I thought for a second I maybe spaced out on that, but okay. Starting pitcher, average age, scrub level.
Well, give me Ryan Early.
Yeah, you're not getting the sub 50 stamina, but you're getting some very nice low ball pitchers. This guy is awful. 35, 35, 20, like that's a gem. And there's 3 of them in this pool.
Right. There's plenty to pick from.
Wow. Ryan Early, as in he'll be hitting the showers early.
Okay. Yeah, they're not good pitchers. Okay. Well. All right. It's Jason Neeson.
Yeah. Finally, they gave you one that's right up your alley.
Yeah. Rose is awesome, but he's got way too much stamina.
Yeah. All right, last starting pitcher incoming. Starting pitcher, average age, scrub level, 5 of these.
Okay, well. Let's try it. Test the reroll.
All right, I'm gonna do the reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. I mean, no sense in taking it to the locker room with you, I guess.
Exactly. At worst case, I should be able to get somebody similar to what I had here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Famous last words, though.
Right. Next thing I know, I get the Cy Young winner.
Oh no, you got 245s.
Oh, nice. Okay. And it's Matt Tucker.
Matt Tucker. All right. Yeah, of the 245s, he's definitely got the worst profile. So.
Yes.
Amber, I'm going to guess the other 2 names you're talking about are Intercourse and Climax, Pennsylvania. I think they're both in Pennsylvania.
Intercourse is.
Yeah, and then New York has Coxsackie, which is one of my favorites. Baseball player names and team names are fair game. All right. How do you feel about the squad? This is an interesting build.
I think it's going to do, well, I can't say well. I think it's going to do what I want it to do.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. So do you want to do strategy, pitching staff, or lineups first?
Let's see the lineups first.
Okay. First, let's check the positional coverage. Yeah, you've got coverage everywhere. Look at all the left fielders you got. All right. Let's look at their batting now. And then, are there any batters who are particularly wondering where they might end up? I don't think there were this time around.
There's a shortstop that I think is going to play second base.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Fodor
was the.
is first base and shortstop.
It wasn't him. It was this guy. Yeah, I think he may Cortez maybe
Cortez. Yeah.
might play second base.
Yeah. Over Salami.
Hmm.
All right. Let's see what the computer does here. Nope. Salami's playing second base. I think the computer likes his contact.
Right.
So your DH is Brad Daugherty, former Cleveland Cavalier center Brad Daugherty. And your cleanup hitter is David Orr versus both sides. Okay. And your top base dealer is on the bench.
Nice.
Strategy or pitching staff?
Nice strategy.
Strategy. Okay, which strategy would you like to go with?
We're going with tactician.
Yeah, keep those starters in.
Yep.
All right, and then pitching staff.
Yes, pitching staff.
Okay, we're gonna take follower off of Matt Tucker. No follower. And let's take opener off of here. Okay, it did stay with your starting pitchers. Ryan Early is your number 5 starter. So what rotation mode would you like?
Um. Strict order.
Okay. You know, if not for the control, Ramon Catcher really is almost as bad as your scrub level starters.
He really is.
Yeah.
I like strict order for one reason, because
To
they
get
start putting my starting pitchers in as relief, even though they're not supposed to.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it says no starting pitchers in relief, but they still do it anyway.
They still do it anyways.
All right, so let's save this. I think we're ready to go, right? Is that it? I think that's it.
I think that's it.
All right. As always, thank you for the tier 3 sub. 2 games per month come with that. Although this one I think is a channel point redemption, right?
This one is a channel point redemption. Yeah. I'm going to redeem another one tonight.
And we will see you in the regular chat after the ad break.
Yes. See you on the other side.
Yeah, thank you as always. All right, always a fun time having our contestant in the chat, especially when it's flying WV. All right, so you all know what the team looks like now. Pacuve is already actually getting some entrance in. I know Amber enters blindly. I think a few other folks have done that tonight too, so that'll be fun. So yeah, let me see what are relative to the next ad break. Oh, good timing. We're gonna run ads. I'm gonna go refill my water and stuff, and then when we get back, we will start to close the form and take a look at the guesses. If Lisa Loves Biology is in the chat and is me participating in the Packaway, please let me know, and then if so, I'll do a draft or two to give you a little extra time. All right, see you on the other side of the ad break. All right, looks like we're back from the ad break. Getting some folks entering the pack giveaway, which is fun to see. Is anyone else working on a form? Otherwise, I'm going to close the form so we can get started on the sim tonight. And I think we can go ahead and do that, because if we start the sim soon, I think we'll be done before those tournaments fire, and I can just draft them after the stream and then go to bed. In fact, I might gym unknown them just so I can go to bed early because we have an early start tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see how this sim goes. Alright, I'm not seeing anyone in the chat asking to leave the form open, so we're going to go ahead and close it up. And actually, let me format the table first. Give everyone a little extra time. And it worked. It gave someone time to enter. We had another entry come in. Let me just make sure this looks good for after sim. And by looks good, I don't mean the aesthetics. I just mean, does it fit on the screen and everything. All right, I think that looks pretty good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close the form. We did get a final entrant in, which is nice. There are 7 of you tonight. Good luck. Again, the afternoon stream yesterday, we had like 200 people, 3 entries. At night, we had 25 people, 4 entries. Tonight, we have 46 people, 7 entries. So, way to go, late night crew. Good job with the participation rates. Alright, here is how the guesses look for tonight's low ball run by Flying WV. Out of the 7, just over half of you think this will be the worst team in the majors. In the American League, so pretty much that's going up against the Rockies. Almost all of you think they'll be the worst record in the American League, so if you take the Rockies out of play, seems like a pretty safe bet. Again, one of you thinks someone in the division is actually be the one that keeps them from being the worst in the AL. And one of you thinks it's a playoff team and a division winner in here. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look now at the computer's prediction. Let's see. I did do the save. I did not do the quick start save, so let's do that first. Low ball OOTP27, Flying WV, version 13. Amber thinks a 7-20 start team may have finished 10 games over 500. Wow. I mean, 720 is bad, but it's a small portion of the season, so it is recoverable. All right, let's go to standings view, especially in perfect team, and if you're able to add good cards, you can definitely turn things around. All right, let's go ahead and sim to opening day. Anytime you go to opening day, you will see the game is going to generate your preseason predictions here. And that's what we're going to take a look at now. MLB pull-down menu, reports and info, preseason predictions. 57-10, so pretty far off the record, but these things have to play out. The 10.64 ERA, that is a beautiful prediction. If anything, then the game might be thinking there's just too much offense despite the terrible pitching. I mean, 10.64, is that the highest prediction we've seen? Even for Flying WV? I think it might be. That's a really bad prediction. A less than 1 strikeout to walk ratio, also pretty nice. 1,265 walks. All right, let's see. It does like former Cavalier center Brad Doherty, #1 projected hitter in the league, or #3 Martinez 4, Cups 5, Ramos 6, Earp 8. So dominating the top hitter projections. All right. Let's go to the first scrub pitcher game. So we'll go ahead to opening day for everybody else after the Tokyo series. Cubs and Dodgers split the Tokyo series. And so, but game 1 is the bench level starting pitcher. So why don't we skip that? We'll just quick play it. Oh, and you won. You won 7-4 with the bench level starting pitcher on the mound. And we'll advance to the second game, which then features Ben Woodcock, scrub level pitcher. I promise I did not remember that Ben Woodcock was going to be the pitcher for this game. This is not why I chose this game. All right, after throwing a hitless, scoreless inning in the top of the first, the low ball team comes to bat in the bottom of the first. Fly ball to left field, and that is a home run. 1-0 lead, bottom of the first. First and third, Salami is on first and on third. Mike Martinez, star level shortstop, coming to bat. 2 outs in a full count. Draws the walk. Bases loaded for Danny Boykin. And he goes down swinging. That's what Flying W is looking for, is the missing the bats. Yeah, scrub level Cy Young performance from your bench level starting pitcher. All right, top of the second, runner on first for Jeff McNeil. Woodcock winds and delivers at ball 4. Second and third with 1 out. For Swaggy V, Mark Vientos comes to bat. 2-1 count. Fly ball to center field. Quick throw by the center fielder prevents the runner from tagging. And it is now 2 outs and a 2-2 count for Tyrone Taylor. Taylor, a pretty light hitting center fielder. Lines it to left. I tried to jinx it for you, Find MV, but it didn't work. I called him light hitting. I thought he might jinx him, but reverse jinx is what I was looking for. Okay, runner on first for Chad Cups for the low ball team. Bottom of the second, 1-1 count. Fly ball to right field. Oh, the right fielder misjudged it, and he has to jump for it, and he misses it. That is the most frustrating animation in OTP, I think. All right, three-run game now. Bottom of the third. 2 outs and a 1-2 count for David Orr. And Orr hits one to right field, and that is going to leave the park. 5-0 games to hit to the top of the fifth. Runner on first for Brandon Nimmo. Woodcock deals. Fly ball to right field. Oh, that's carrying. It's gone. Cuts the lead to 3. Pete Alonso now up with Soto on first. 3-0 count. Draws the walk. Tying run comes to the plate. Brett Beatty. Still no outs. Ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. Steps on second. No throw, though. So 1 out, first and third. It is now 2 outs. Runner on first. And it's a 5-3 game. 1-1 count. Fly ball to right field. And that's gone. And oh, wait. Sorry. I thought that was the Mets. That was the low ball team. Bottom of the sixth, low ball team is up again, 3-1 count. Fly ball to left field, that's going to be gone. Solo shot, though. So it's 8-3. 1 out and a full count to David Orr. Fly ball to right center field. And that's gone. Home run derby time here as it's 9-3, top of the ninth. It did not go to 2 outs though, so it's not automatically over yet. Torian's up with a full count, leading off. Fly ball to left, and he goes yards. Solo shot, cuts it to a 5-run game. Now it goes to 2 outs and a full count to Juan Soto. And he goes down swinging. Not how you want to start a low ball season. 2-0. This team is 2-0 right now. All right, let's finish April. This is still March. Let's finish March and finish April before we take a look. You are 4-0 though. You are 4-0 in April, in March. All right, here's the win percentage starting to drop now. Now sub 500. Now mid 400. 13-17, 433 win percentage, 8.5 games behind. Let's do the month of May. Now sub 400. Oh, back up over 400. Now in the mid 400 again. All right, now back below 400. (22-36). 9 wins ahead of the Rockies, but worst win total in the American League. So it is starting to come together. 1-9 in the last 10. And let's take a look at the month of June. And let me get a leaderboard entry started here for this one. Batter of the Month by Earp. We got to take a look at that. He had 400, 11 home runs, 42 RBI in a month. Okay. What is the most RBI in a month? The most RBI in a month. Sam Thompson had 61 in August of 1894. Modern era would be Hack Wilson, Joe DiMaggio both had 53 in a month. So, 43 in a month for Earp. Joey Earp. (31-53). Still 11 wins ahead of the Rockies, but still the worst in the American League. So that part's... The Angels still sticking around 35-47. All right, let's sim to the All-Star break. Five consecutive pinch hits by Myers. Wow, it's never a good sign when your lowball team owner shifts to win now playing WB. Lowball owner says win now. Amazing. Yeah, the non-typical. Yeah, Amber pointing out that the higher avoid K, I guess, the normal. Wow, that is funny. Win now in lowball. Not a good sign. All right, one more game to get to the All-Star break, and then we'll take a look at the All-Star voting. It is a loss, 39-57, just over 400 win percentage. David Orr leading the voting at catcher. Earp third in voting at first base. Chad Cupps leading at left field. Dubinsky leading in center field. Boykin third in right field. Doherty leading at DH. As far as who was actually selected, There better not be a pitcher on here. Now, David Orr was voted in. Doherty was voted in at first. Earp was selected at first. Cups was voted in and left. Dubinsky was voted in right. I counted 5. Let me check again. Dubinsky, Cups, Earp, Doherty, Orr. Yeah, 5 All-Stars. All right, let's go to the home run challenge. Earp, Doherty, and Orr all in here. Oh, yeah, none of them advanced, though. Nice. Kurtz and Schwarber in the final, and Kurtz takes it. Browser now says 20 plus games behind. Guess my prediction of winning the division failed. It's a bold choice, though. You would definitely win outright if that had ever happened. You would not have to go into the tiebreak at all. Alright, so let's sim ahead to the All-Star game itself. The AL does win. Let's see, Doherty went 1 for 1 with a run scored. Orr went 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Earp did not register an at-bat, but did walk and score. Cups went 0 for 3. Dubinsky went 0 for 3. All right, let's go back to the standings view. Let's knock out July. We're about to pass 45 wins, which is the current low ball record. 47 game on base streak by Orr. There's the 45 wins. 50 wins. Now, it is possible that we've got more Batter of the Month awards. I stopped looking. Did he win it in April? I don't think it was April, was it? No, Judge won it in April. Raleigh won it in May. Oh, there it was June. Who won it in July? Soderstrom won it in July. And in August, it was Judge. Okay. All right, September 1st, 59 and 78. Let's sim to the end of the regular season. If anyone's curious, the most wins by a lowball team is 72. That's been done by Nerd of Anarchy twice. Got 72 wins. No, not even close to 70. 67 and 94 with 1 game left to go. And look, it was a lot more runs, I think, than Flying W likes to have. And a lot of that was from not getting enough low avoid K. But the home runs were kind of in control. No one hit more than 61 this time. 68 and 94 with one game left to go, right? Oh no, that's it. Oh, we didn't get achievements because it's low ball. So yeah, that's right. That's fine. So 68 wins and 30 games behind. Oh no way, did they? Oh, the Angels did lose more. Angels won 66. Oh man. I thought you had the league locked down at least. The Rockies, they are a tremendous low ball team. 37 wins by the Rockies. It's so funny. The best low ball teams cannot beat the Rockies at low ball. 37 wins. Amazing. So look, not a great low ball finish for Flying Wing, but one of the things I like about this run is it shows you can't just roll out Find V strategy and win automatically. There's a lot to his player selection that matters a ton, right? It's the same roster file. He got unlucky in the player RNG and ended up with 68 wins. Same roster file, they got to 45 wins. And it's not just a player RNG, it's that like he has a very defined strategy for who he takes. And so yeah, you just can't, roll out that roster file and think you're going to win, 40 games. It takes some RNG and it takes a lot of picking the right players. All right, let's go to the postseason. Actually, let's save this. And now we'll go to the postseason. We'll do everything in the tree because we're already we're not involved in the playoff. So in the wild card, Finding, of course, redeeming another game. Oh, and you know what? Crouton's around, so... Oh, no, he's in the living room again, so I'm going to leave the scritches off. It's just a little too disruptive for me to have to keep walking to the other room to give him the scritches. Amber says, no, we should have made more sacrifices to the RNG gods. Finally, thank you. So I do have a special channel point redemption for subscribers. It's, I think, 30 or 40% fewer channel points as a thank you for their support. And so Find of You will be playing another game next weekend. All right, in the wild card, the Brewers beat the Padres. They'll face the Cubs. Diamondbacks beat the Phillies to face the Dodgers. We had some sweeps in the AL. The Dodgers swept the Blue Jays to face the Rangers. And the Athletics sweep the Twins to face the Yankees. All right, Z Grizzly calling Cubs Rangers. Cubs beat the Brewers 3-2. Dodgers swept the Diamondbacks. Rangers beat the Tigers 3-1. And the Yankees beat the Athletics 3-1. As usual, Z Grizzly goes 1 for 2. The Dodgers beat the Cubs 4-2. And the Rangers beat the Yankees 4-3. And the Dodgers win 4-2. All right, game score of 100. Of the non-one game scores, that's one of the better ones. Not too bad. While we're here, I do want to look at a few things. The first is win percentage by month. So all that's interesting to me. So we started with 346, 321, 346, which are bad. Just not necessarily bad enough. I think what traditionally happens with this team is as the pitchers get tired, the team starts to melt down more and more. And that just didn't happen this time around. 480 win percentage in July, 571 in August. But let's take a look here at the runs scored and runs against. 1325 runs scored. So that's, I think, the second most runs scored. And the runs against are 1582. That's a run differential of negative 257. Negative 257, for reference, is what, like, traditional low ball approaches get. Where you're, trying to have a bad lineup and a bad pitching staff. Now we're finding he's trying to get great lineup, but even a more incredible, terrible pitching staff. Those run differentials have shot way up, but this is a more pedestrian run differential than what Flying W's pitcher meltdown teams are used to. But I think it's a combination. It's not just, I think, the avoid K. I think it's that the runs against are also lower than the other pitcher meltdown teams. But I didn't notice anything really bad in the pitcher creation, other than maybe the staminas were a little bit higher than normal. But I didn't see anything especially like great about those pitchers. As usual, first on the offense, 30-30-28 on the defense. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and. Oh no, we have to do postseason awards. All right, Great Glove Awards. I think there's a chance Flying W is going to snag one here. He had to take a good fielder somewhere. I can't remember where that was, but nope. Did not have to take a Gold Glove. Relief Pitcher of the Year. Not with this approach. The best bullpen ERA. The lowest bullpen ERA was an 8.83. Topping out at 14.47, and not a small sample size, 69 and 2/3 innings, 14.47 ERA. Amazing. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to be winning any points in the Relief Pitcher of the Year voting. Sean Armstrong of the Rangers wins it, and as predicted, no points for the Crater Roster team, the low ball team. All right, next up is Platinum Stick Awards. Now, this is a place where we'll probably, what do you think, 6 or 7? Oh, only 4. Oh, surprising. David Orr at catcher. Lee Ramos at third base. Ben Dubinsky in center field. And Brad Doherty, Cleveland Cavaliers center, Brad Doherty at DH. So 4. All right, what's next? Rookie of the Year. We don't have anyone eligible. Kurtz as Rookie of the Year. Cy Young Award. Don't even. Just to make it official, no votes. Pretty short list, too. Not many players getting votes. The same players appearing on all the ballots here. It's six players appear on a 5-man ballot, so most of the votes go into all the same players. And Max Fried wins it unanimously, 23-3 with a 2.15 for Fried. Wow. All right, but this is where it gets interesting. MVP. Oh, Bronson Johnson's going to play a game. Nice. Bronson Johnson, thanks for the channel for redemption. Just contact me in the Discord, and we'll go ahead and get you scheduled. Are you in the Discord yet? If not, I can whisper you a link to it. But Discord is how I schedule everybody so that I have kind of a record of who's doing what in case I forget to upgrade the. Oh, you don't have to do that. He's already redeemed for the next one. He's got plenty. Well, that is very nice of you. All right, let's see. Let's go to MVP voting. Let's see how we think we might stack up against presumably Judge. Your top OPS guy is David Orr, 1181, at a pretty high value position at catcher. Yeah, Nick Kurtz was doing well too. That is true. Joey Earp, 1084, hit 57 bombs. You know, all these guys are having very good seasons. I can see Judge coming out ahead of these if he had one of his peak seasons, but we'll see. All right, we'll go. All right, Bronson Johnson, I will do that. Thank you for your channel points. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna do the MVP. See what happens here. Oh, let's go to the mailbox view first. There we go. All right, MVP incoming. Oh, Judge takes it. He does take it. Orr comes in second. Doherty third. Kurtz was fourth. Earp, Raleigh, Dubinsky, Buxton, then Ramos. So creative players came in second, third, fifth, seventh, and ninth. Just not first. Unanimous for Judge. 51 home runs, 371 average, 138 RBI. Wait a second. Is this true? No one has won MVP yet in low ball. Even with Find MV's runs with high bats. You know what I think that means? You cannot go 3 true outcomes and win an MVP. The strikeouts hurt too much, even with the home runs adding to the batting average. Because Find MV has had a bunch of great bats during these runs, and not one of them has won MVP. So that's something to think about for regular creator roster too. That those 3 true outcome guys, while they might be good, they're not going to give you an MVP season. That's an interesting finding. Okay, we do have the information we need for the pack giveaway, so let's go ahead and check that out. We're going to switch over to the pack giveaway spreadsheet screen. Again, 7 of you are in this. Will this team have the worst record in the majors? They did not have the worst record in the majors. So Bronson Johnson, Z Grizzly, and Nether Warden are going to advance. Will this team have the worst record in the sub-league? They did not. The Angels ended up... So Bronson Johnson is going to win first place after the second question. And that means our 3 bonus point contestants will be Z Grizzly and Nether Warden. They will get 3 bonus points in the second place competition. Now the other question is, will it seem like the playoffs? Will it win the division? No. If it had come down to win total, which it did not, the win total was 68. So Nether Warden was 7 below. Adam Zero was 6 below. Bronson Johnson was 22 over. So Adam Zero would have taken the win total. All right. So yeah, unexpectedly not finishing worst in the American League leads to a quick finish here. Foster Johnson is a Rangers fan. I know how bad the AL West is. That's funny. That is funny. Okay. so we can hide this one too. All right, so now let's do this. Let's shrink these down. Maybe a little more. Okay. So Bronson Johnson has won, so we're not going to score their guesses. Okay, so of the remaining folks, Z Grizzly and Nether Warden, this bright yellow box is to remind us to give them 3 bonus points. Games behind is the first question. 30 games behind. Adam Zero with a guess of 29 is going to get a solo point. All right, how many All-Stars? There were... Let me check on the leaderboard. There were 5 All-Stars tonight. 5 All-Stars. So Z Grizzly and Flying Long Ball with guesses of 6 are the closest. Oops. Did not mean to do that one up there. Okay, these. Alright, Gold Glove winners. There were none. So Amber, Z Grizzly, and Nether Warden get points for that one. Alright, Platinum Stick Awards. There were 4. So Z Grizzly is going to be closest with a guess of 3. Alright, then we go to the mouse over questions. Run scored first. Z Grizzly and Flying WE get points. Batting average first. Wait a second. I forgot to write down the mouse overs. Let me do those. First. 30, 28. Oh, they're in the leaderboard. I do have them. Never mind. I do have them. Alright, so first. So Flying W and Long Ball, Flying Long Ball and Z Grizzly. Closest again. And home runs hit first. Again, Z Grizzly and Flying WV. Okay, on the defensive side, ERA 30th. For Marty, Z Grizzly, and Flying WV all get points. Strikeouts thrown 30th. For Marty, Z Grizzly, Flying Long Ball. And defensive efficiency 28th. Nether Warden is going to be the closest there with a solo point. Okay, so headed into the batting questions, we've got Amber has a point, Adam Zero has a point, Formarchi has a couple points. Z Grizzly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the 3 bonus points for 11. Flying WV did not get 3 bonus points, but did get 6 points. And Nether Warden 2 points and 3 bonus points, 5 points. There are still enough points remaining that I don't know if anyone other than Flying WV and Nether Warden could potentially catch Z Grizzly, but there are still a lot of points outstanding. Alright, home runs hit by the team leader in home runs. I think it was 57 or 59. Let's check here. 57. 2 players with 57. Catcher David Orr and first baseman Joey Orp. 57. So Z Grizzly with 47 is the closest. Z Grizzly adding to their lead. And then batter strikeouts. Not too bad. Again, not the ton of low avoid K players as usual. Doherty with 189. Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. Doherty hit 61 home runs. But I don't think the answer changes because Z Grizzly is 14 under, and Flying WV is 15 over. It made it closer, but it is still Z Grizzly. But sorry about that. I overlooked the 61 by Doherty. 189 strikeouts also by Doherty. 189. Lower than I think we usually see here. 195 is 6 away. So I think the 6 away is going to take it. All right, lowest batting average with at least 300 plate appearances. Ooh, Brett Myers hit 251, but only had 248 plate appearances. Danny Boykins with a slightly higher 254. 254. 254. 33 points away versus 35 points away. Very close, but Formarti's going to take that one. And then lowest OPS. Salami with 822. Flying long ball with an 812 guess. Very good guess. Super close. A couple other close guesses were Amber and Z Grizzly with 785 and 780 respectively. And then lowest batter WAR 0.0 by Carlos Mendez. So negative 0.7 is going to be the closest by Formarti. All right, so after the batting questions, Formarti actually picked up 2 to move up to 4. Z Grizzly picked up 1. Flying W picked up 1, and Netherwater picked up 1. There are still 6 questions left, so Flying W and Netherwater could still take it here. All right, let's go to the first pitching question: strikeouts thrown. 180. It's a. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the batters. Strikeouts thrown. The relief pitchers are pitching over 100 innings, so sometimes the relief pitchers will have the highest strikeout total. But this time, it's Matt Tucker, scrub level pitcher Matt Tucker with 135 strikeouts. 132 by Flying W is 2 closer than the 130 by Z Grizzly. So Flying W keeps hope alive, moving up to 8 points. All right, next up is home runs allowed. 44 by Ramon Castro, bench level starting pitcher Ramon Castro. 44 home runs allowed. Formarti is 5 under. Z Grizzly is 6 over. So the 5 unders is going to take it. So Formarti is going to take that one. All right, highest ERA. At least 100 innings pitched, though. That will be a relief pitcher. Nevius didn't have enough innings, 14.47 ERA. Juzhen Gong, 101 innings pitched, 10.69, a very nice ERA. 10.69. So about a half run away is Z Grizzly, so Z Grizzly extending that lead. Man, Find a V gets 17. I think would have taken it if Nevius had qualified. All right, highest whip. Again, 100 innings required. Ramon Castro. Oh, sorry, highest. Nevius 3.22, but did not qualify. 2.57 by Ryan Early. 2.57. Look at Bronson Johnson would have nailed that one. But with the meme guess of 2.69, Flying V gets it. Amber's meme guess of 3.69 was a little too high. All right, lowest pitcher war. Negative, not Nevius, who was negative 4.7. Negative 4.8 by Ryan Early. Negative 4.8. It is going to be Z Grizzly, just cementing that lead. And games pitched by position players. 3, 4, 14, 19, 24. That's 10, so 34. 36, 37. That's on the low end from what we usually see. 37. It is going to be another Z Grizzly point. So Z Grizzly dominating tonight. All right, if we add in the pitcher questions, we got Farmarchi does move up to 5, but Z Grizzly moves up to 15. So despite 3 more for Flying W moving up to 10, Z Grizzly keeps it out of reach. So first place to Bronson Johnson, 7 packs will be headed your way. And then I agree with Amber. Z Grizzly on fire tonight comes in second place. Yeah, your pitching guesses did save you for sure. Fight MV, I think just a little bit of RNG in the player creation. You did what you could. I think there's a bit of a mystery why the pitching was relatively good. I didn't see any pitchers you took that were like obviously gonna be tough on the pitching, but I don't know what happened there. That part was interesting to me. All right, we've got. Let me see if it's relatively early for Sarah. I think she might still be streaming for a while. Or the other one is Honey Badger has been playing OTP. Oh wait, is Ripley streaming? Oh, Ripley's streaming right now. Yeah, let's raid Ripley. Heck yeah, we rarely get to raid Ripley, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, it is a live sumo tournament, but I rarely get to raid Ripley. I would like to do that tonight. We're gonna raid Ripley. It is live sumo, so check that out if you're interested. But we're gonna raid Ripley, the Oriole. Great OTP streamer, affiliate streamer. Also streams the base game. Also very analytical and experiments a lot in the base game, but totally different streamer style than me. I really like watching Ripley. The chances I get. Often though, I'm streaming when Ripley's streaming, so it doesn't happen. So I'm looking forward to this. So we're gonna raid Ripley. We do have a couple of dead ball runs coming up. We've got Z Grizzly on Sunday, and then Nerd of America on Monday. I think we're gonna try that low war team on Tuesday, and then on Friday we got Paul Sporer playing Creator Roster in the afternoon, and then Nerd of Anarchy playing a community game that night. So should be a lot of fun this week. All right, see you all in Ripley stream, everybody. Have a good night.